In our last lesson, we divided decimals by whole numbers. That made the math a little bit easier. But now we're going to divide by decimals. You watched a short video already on how to divide by decimals and why we divide by decimals and why it works. So let's take a look at some additional practice problems. This problem here is 2 and 52 hundredths divided by 4 tenths. It's not to say that we can't multiply decimals. It's just going to be easier if we can take that divisor, the 4 tenths, and make it a whole number. So, as we had seen before, we need to make this a whole number by moving this decimal point one place value. We've now gone from 4 tenths to 4. Because we moved it on the outside, we also need to move it on the dividend here. So we're going to take this decimal and we're going to move it over here. So now our problem says 25 and 2 tenths divided by 4. I'm going to rewrite it just to make it a little bit neater. And remembering from our dividing by whole numbers, we're just going to slide that decimal up. So now we have 4 goes into 2 0 times, 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract, bring the 2 down. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And our answer is 6 and 3 tenths. And if you think about all the estimating that we've done, 25 and 2 tenths divided by 4, if we go ahead and think about those compatible numbers, we could think of 25 is kind of close to 24, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. We picked 24 because 24 and 4 are compatible numbers, and if we divide them, we'll get a whole number. We don't want to go to 25 because 25 divided by 4 will give us a decimal. So we're just kind of trying to get a general idea if 6 and 3 tenths does make sense. Let's take a look at another problem. Our next practice problem is 732 thousandths divided by 6 hundredths. So let's write this out. If it was a division problem, what number is going to go on the inside and what number is going to go on the outside? Well, 732 thousandths divided by 6 hundredths. Well, it's being divided by 6 hundredths, so that is going to make it the divisor, so that will go on the outside. And this is the dividend. So remembering we want to move that decimal point. If we multiply 6 hundredths by 100, or move it twice, it gets to be a whole number of 6. But we have to do the same thing to our dividend. So now I'm going to rewrite. So we have 73 and 2 tenths divided by 6. Bring that decimal point straight up. 6 goes into 7 once. 6 goes into 13 twice. 6 goes into 12 twice. 73 and 2 tenths divided by 6 is 12 and 2 tenths. Here's another problem. 8 and 42 hundredths divided by 2 thousandths. Well, I need to multiply the divisor by 1,000 or move the decimal point 1, 2, 3 places. And I have to do the same thing inside here. 1, 2. Now what happens? That's right. You're going to go ahead and put a 0 on the end because we do need to take care of that place value. So our problem now says 8,420 divided by 2. You're just going to go ahead and divide. 2 goes into 8, 4. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 2 once. And then you still need that 0 there. And your answer is 4,210. You won't always have a decimal point in your answer, and that's okay. Here's one more example. 1 and 391 thousandths divided by 4 tenths. We're going to move that decimal point here, which means we're going to move it over there. So we end up with 13.91 divided by 4. I'll move that decimal point up. 4 goes into 13 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 goes into 19 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. Bring the 1 down. 4 goes into 31 7 times, which gives you 28, which gives you a 3. Now remember, we're not going to have remainders when we have these decimal points. Let's take it out a little bit further and see what happens. So I'm going to put a 0 on the end and bring that down. 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. And then we have a 2. We bring down one more 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So our answer here, it's pretty long, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible to just put on those zeros, those place values in the end if we need to get your answer. On the next page you'll have some practice. You can pause the video and then you can unpause it to watch the solutions being worked out. Here's some practice problems that you can do. I'm going to pause the video and then you can unpause as we work through the solutions. 5 4/10 divided by 9/10 will turn into 54 divided by 9, which is 6. 20 7/10 divided by 6 is 207 divided by 6. 6 goes into 23 times. 6 goes into 27 4 times, which gives you 24. Got to put a decimal at the end because we don't see it. Put in that extra 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now 6 goes into 30 5 times. Up here we have 6 5/10 divided by 1 3/10. Move this over once, move that over once. 65 divided by 13. I'm going to guess 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Yep, 5 is our answer. Last practice problem, 63 39/100 divided by 24/100. I'm going to move that twice, move that twice. We have, 63 39 divided by 24. Okay, so I'm going to do some estimating here. I'm going to round 24 down to 20 because I can actually count by 20s quicker than I can count by 25s for whatever reason. I'm going to round the dividend here to 6,000, so I'm looking at 3. I'm going to try, so if I did 20 into 60, that would be 3. I'm just going to do 24 times 3. I think it's going to be a little high. It's 72. 24 times 2 is 48. I've got 48 there. And 13 minus 8 is 5. 153. So 20 into 150, that could be 7. 24 times 7, a little high. 28, 168. 24 times 6, 144. And it's okay to do all this scrap work off to the side. And don't erase it. Keep it there. 13 minus 4 is 9. 99. 24 into 99. I'm going to go back and look. I've got a 3 here. 24 and 4. 96. Okay, I'm going to have to put that decimal point up. There's that 0 I brought down. It's going to be 1. 30 minus 24 is going to give me a 6. I don't have enough room. I'm going to bring another 0 down. 60. 24 times 2 is 48. Two, 120, 24 times 5. Ah, finally. 264 and 125 thousandths. So we got a lot of long division there, but it's going to work out okay.